we leave Querétaro on the way to Guanajuato.
Yeah, we decided that maybe we will check out Guanajuato and see if that's a place we'd like to move to. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to go check it out. It's a college town. It's a colonial town, and it's a beautiful town. We've been there before, but we've never looked at it through the eyes of actually living there. So we're going to do our due diligence. We're going to check it out, and we're going to share our experience with you guys and let you see this beautiful part of Mexico and this beautiful colonial town, okay? So stay tuned for this video, and we're going to see if this is a place we want to move to or not.
Yeah, see you soon.
See you soon. Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here.
Well, we just got into Guanajuato. We spent 2 hours driving, and now we're going to check out this town. Is this a town, Lori, that we may move to?
Yeah, so we gonna check it out, see what is available for us to stay here or to live here. So
yeah, so we're gonna just give you an insight of what the area looks like. It is a beautiful city. We've been here once before, and so we're excited about the possibilities of moving here, but we'll let you know how that goes later on. Jerry Brown here, Jerry Brown Travels.
And Lori here.
Hey, we are discovering another town. And Lori, where are we at right now?
We're at the Wonewoc.
Guanajuato, Mexico. And we came to explore this town and see what's up here. Give you a little background information as we travel around. We do know it's a college town, and it's where Diego Rivera grew up in. And so I hope you enjoy our little walk through this ancient old village, like 400 years old. Not bad. So we're going to see some of the history and some of the things that interest us, and we hope they interest you.
In Guanajuato.
Guanajuato, Mexico.
And Jerry Brown Traveling and Lori here.
Now look at the buildings behind us. This is what I like about coming to the colonial towns. Don't be afraid to get away from the beaches and get away from the sand. Come into the interior part of Mexico where you have the colonial towns, where you're walking around the towns where the Spanish came over 300 years ago, and they built these beautiful mansions, these beautiful cities. You don't have to go to Europe and see like that. You can come to places like this. It's, like from the United States to take an airplane flight here, round trip is like $350. You're not going to spend, $1,200 to go to Europe. And so you can do it in such a cheaper way. So behind us here, the buildings are 300 and 400 years old, perfectly preserved. And you'll just really have a life experience coming to Mexico. And it's safe, so you don't have to worry about anything, that you hear on the news. We seem to say that over and over again, but that's what we experience over and over again. So we highly recommend Mexico.
And Guanajuato is the best town.
Now, what's really interesting about Guanajuato is it actually has a very European flavor to it, doesn't it, Lori?
Yeah, it is.
Sort of reminds us of Italy.
Oh, yeah.
Just walking around the back streets here, seeing the little restaurants, little coffee shops, just little places to explore.
Yeah, kind of a lot of small alley to walk through, something like this.
Well, Guanajuato is a college town, and you can see them sitting around and studying. They're studying art.
Yeah, they study everywhere. So you can see them on the step, you can see them walk, and then, it's very wonderful to see these people was learning and studying.
Well, we're standing in front of Diego Rivera's house here in Guanajuato. And maybe you ask, who in the heck is Diego Rivera? Well, he's actually the most famous mural painter here in Mexico, and he had an interesting relationship with Frida Kahlo, also very colorful woman here in Mexico, and together they had a compassionate and a love-hate relationship through their marriage. And so it's like everybody loves Diego and Frida here in Mexico. Let's talk about the tunnels here in Guanajuato. They have an extensive tunnel system that runs underneath the ground, and it's actually there's streets, so cars go in, then buses, and actually the pedestrian walkways too. But here's a little bit of history that I just found out about, is that I thought, and I always heard, that the tunnels were originally the water channels that they used to divert the water from the town, from the mines. But now what I understand, there was only one tunnel that was used for the water, and the rest of them were actually built in the 1980s, because the town is in a little valley here, and there wasn't enough room to drive around, and with all the tourism and everything else. So they created this tunnel work of like roadways underneath the ground. So a little bit of clarification as I understand it. Well, what we like to do is we like to sit outside in these little cafes, have a bite to eat, watch the people go by, huh, Lori?
Yeah, so it's a lot of people go by. So if we sit outside, it's much better. You can see people, all kind of people walk by.
Yeah, and the weather here is so nice, it's so comfortable. You can sit outside, you can enjoy a nice meal, and just
só me fez chorar. Chorando se foi quem dia só me fez chorar.
Repeating and repeating, but every corner we turn, every place that we look, there's something new. There's a new street, there's a new building. There's, you know, the colors here are just vibrant. So over and over, it's just a great place to explore and enjoy the simple life of Mexico.
Watawinegi con su Watawinegi Guanaga, Watawinegi con su Watawinegi Guanaga. Si tú quieres bailar sopa de caracol, Watanegi con su Upi pati, Ulibani Guanaga.
Behind us here is the Opera House, and so they have classical music there, they have the symphony there, they have the Opera House, and so you get a lot of culture here in Guanajuato.
No, Guanajuato.
Guanajuato. Okay, we moved to another town, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
So, forgive me. I get too excited about these colonial towns. They're so beautiful.
Well, Jerry, we've been here about a day. So what do you think about Guanajuato?
Well, one of the things that's interesting, and the challenge, I think, you know, if we're contemplating, we're thinking about moving here, then what do you think? I think we need to do a little more investigation, don't you think?
Yeah, I thought we're gonna do more research about this town. Do they have an expat or English speaking around here? Because the problem right now, I didn't speak any Spanish yet, so just a little. It's not very, make me to go anywhere yet. So if we have more like people English speaking, that could it be fine in this town?
Yeah, I think, you know, as we tell people in other videos, that you can't, you need to be in the town for a while. So I think if we stay here for, you know, a week, something like that, then we'll be able to meet the people that are the expats, somebody that will have things in interest with. But right now it's our first time, so we're the tourists.
Yeah, we are tourists, but it seems like,
Are we going to really move to Guanajuato? See Part 2. Just touch my face and you have subscribed to Jerry Brown Travels. It's free, 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 free. Did I say free? I did say free, free, free. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.